Hi, I'm Streaky. Today I'm reviewing the Key 3 £12,000 Nearfield speaker. So this is the Key 3. Now these have a very similar setup to the Barefoots that I reviewed previously. They have a tweeter and a mid-range at the front, and then they've got bass drivers on the sides, but these are a bit different because they've got one on this side, one here on this side, and then they've got two backfiring ones as well. It's Bass City. But a friend of mine said when he saw them they look like computer speakers. Now I think they're really nice. You can get them in loads of different colours, so they'll take these shells off, these sort of grey bits that you can see, and you can get them in, I think, custom colours and any colour you like. They are a digital speaker. They will plug in, they come with this little bit of kit here, nice big fat knob, and it's got some various inputs on it, so that you can go directly into the speakers. You can plug directly into the back of the speakers as well, and you can use optical. I went straight from my prisms into the back analog so that I could listen to the prisms, because I like everything to be the same in my room, so that I know that I'm listening to these in the same way that I listen to other speakers. I just know my room and I know that sound. But I did actually listen to the optical, and that was pretty close. I mean, but what that's doing is it's using then the converters within this, the D to A converters, to change the sound and then obviously pump that out. I'm not massively technical. It's quite simple to use once you get the hang of it. You can go in and there's this bass thing where it's sort of tells how far away you are from the back wall. You're going to have to look at someone else's video on it, or their video, to really understand exactly how that works. To my ears, it was just more or less bass, pretty much. And I had it set on the full-on bass setting, just because I like bass, but it's just sounded right. You can sort of judge it, and to me, mine sounded right when I had quite a lot of bass on, so that worked well. There's a load of other little bits and pieces you can do. You can change the crossovers, you can change all kinds of stuff in there. But I just kept it how they wanted it, how the manual said it was flat, so I did that. And then I just changed bass settings so it was, as I said, so it was quite big. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It's really nice. It's really easy to use. They switch themselves off when you haven't used them for a bit. They bang into standby, so you get red lights rather than green. It's really nice bit of kit. I mean, you don't need to have an extra speaker unit. You don't have to have a preamp or anything. You can just go straight from your computer into those. So that's nice. You get rid of a lot of signal chain stuff that you don't have to pay for, or extra cabling that you probably won't need. Now, getting on to the sound of them. I've never heard bass as good as this from speakers this size. It's unbelievable. The sound that comes from these is so good. It's like Rolls-Royce of speaker. It's like an orgasm for your ears. Every single track that I put on for my reference, I was just blown away. The stereo image is amazing. It's like you dip into the track, fills the room, you dip into the track, it's just, everything's in the right place. It's just so nice to hear. They are probably one of my favourite speakers that I've heard, because they are flat from top to bottom. They go really low, they go really high, but there's nothing sticking out. They don't have their own sound. It's like a Masalek of speakers. It's not adding anything that it doesn't need to, or giving its own flavour or its own style. It's just replaying the music in a really clean way. Everything's clean from the bottom to top. You get really nice tight central sound, but then whatever someone's put in the mix stereo, it's there. You can just hear everything. You can hear the air around stuff. They're an amazing speaker. I mean, yeah, they're 12 grand. They want to be amazing, but they are. They sound incredible. I don't really think they're a Nearfield. I think they're more of a midfield. You could even have them as mains. they go quite loud. They don't go massively loud, but I didn't really want them to go loud. As I was listening to them, it made me sort of turn them down, sort of halfway point, because when I was pushing them up, I didn't really feel like I wanted to. I quite liked them just in a mid-level, just listening. That was enough, which for me is a really good sign, because most bad speakers that I have or have tried, I've always got to turn them up and turn them up and turn them up. And my ears are ringing, but all I'm really doing is just because I can't feel them, I can't hear them. So I think by turning them up, it's forcing the sound into my eardrums, and I think that I'm going to get a little bit more out of them. And sometimes you do from some speakers, but with a good speaker, you don't really tend to need to do that. You can just listen to it at all levels and it sounds right, and so you don't really ever want to push it, and that's what these do. They're brilliant. I mean, looks wise, I think they're pretty nice. I don't think they look like computer speakers. I saw them in white, which looked really cool. If you had a white studio with these in white, that'd be nice. If you're in the market for this, in this area of really super high-end near-field, mid-field speakers, you've got to listen to these. These you'll be so happy you did. I don't usually get too gushy on stuff. I like to say things how they are. It's an honest review. I don't get paid for doing this. This is just purely because I enjoy listening to music and listening to speakers. So I think they're great. Yeah, check them out. I don't really know what else to say. I'm trying to think of things where I can slag them off. That's all I was trying to do. I was just trying to think, right, okay, is the top two tin, is it digital sounding? Is it, because I was thinking I want them to sound digital. I want them to sound wrong so that I've got something bad to say, but I just really couldn't find anything bad to say. So, sorry. They're really nice. If you've got 12 grand, tuck in. So that's it. I think they're great. I think for 12 grand they're worth it, but you've got to have the bucks to buy them in the first place. If you're a high-end mix engineer watching this, you should listen to them. You should definitely listen to them. So if you like this video, please thumb it up. If you've not been here before, I'm always talking about different speakers, different ways to get music sounding good, and just trying to help you to hear things in a better way. So please subscribe, and please leave any comments. Let me know what you think. If you've got any questions about this, mastering, mixing, anything to do with music and sound, let me know and I'll try and answer them on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.